Over 60? Drink this to increase blood flow in legs, fast. Senior health tips. As we navigate the journey of aging, certain challenges become more pronounced. And among the most insidious yet often overlooked is the silent threat of poor circulation. For individuals over the age of 60, compromised blood flow isn't merely an inconvenience. It represents a significant and escalating health risk, tripling the likelihood of falls. This isn't just about feeling a bit chilly or having tired feet. It's about a fundamental breakdown in your body's vital transport system. The medical community often offers symptomatic relief, suggesting generic advice that provides only marginal improvements. Yet, what remains largely unsaid, a crucial piece of the puzzle often omitted from conventional wisdom, is the profound impact of what you drink. There exists a specific, readily available beverage capable of initiating a reversal of this vascular damage, not over weeks or months, but remarkably within mere hours. The transformative power is immediate and palpable. Imagine experiencing a dramatic shift within your legs, feeling a return of warmth, a cessation of persistent tingling, and a renewed sense of vitality, all within a single day of consuming this particular liquid. This comprehensive guide will meticulously unravel the secrets behind improved circulation, presenting an exhaustive ranking of 10 popular drinks, distinguishing those that are utterly ineffective from those that are genuinely revolutionary. We've gone beyond surface-level recommendations, delving deep into the science to equip you with precise knowledge. At the pinnacle of this list lies a truly exceptional drink, one that possesses the astonishing ability to widen your arteries by an astounding 30%. Consider the profound implications of a 30% increase in arterial diameter. This isn't a subtle tweak. It's the critical difference between the hesitant, shuffling steps many associate with midnight bathroom trips and the confident, steady gait of someone enjoying unrestricted mobility. It's the stark contrast between the chronic discomfort of cold, numb feet and legs that function with the robust efficiency they were designed for. And here's the truly surprising revelation. This powerhouse beverage is likely already a staple in your kitchen, yet the vast majority are consuming it incorrectly, thus missing out on its profound benefits. We urge you to stay engaged, as the forthcoming insights may directly challenge and even contradict much of what your physician has previously communicated regarding vascular health. By the conclusion of this exploration, you will possess an unequivocal understanding of why your circulation may have deteriorated despite your diligent adherence to seemingly expert medical advice. To fully grasp the magnitude of this issue and appreciate the potential for reversal, it's essential to visualize the intricate processes occurring within your legs at this very moment. As individuals gracefully age past the 6-decade mark, a critical physiological shift begins to take place within their cardiovascular system. Specifically, the delicate lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium, dramatically reduces its production of nitric oxide by an alarming 70%. Nitric oxide is not just another molecule. It is, in essence, the master regulator, the paramount signal molecule responsible for maintaining the relaxed, supple, and wide-open state of your arteries. Its presence is synonymous with optimal blood flow and vascular health. Without an adequate supply of this crucial compound, your blood vessels literally undergo a transformation. They become stiffer, narrower, and lose their intrinsic elasticity. This physiological constriction creates an increasingly challenging pathway for blood, forcing your heart to work harder to propel essential oxygen and nutrients to the extremities, particularly your feet and lower legs. This struggle isn't confined to merely experiencing cold toes, though that is a common symptom. When systemic circulation begins to falter, a cascade of detrimental effects unfolds, impacting numerous bodily functions and leading to widespread decline. The consequences of diminished blood flow are far-reaching and debilitating. Your muscles, deprived of a consistent and ample supply of oxygen, struggle to perform even routine tasks, leading to fatigue, weakness, and persistent aching. Simultaneously, the efficient removal of metabolic waste products, which are naturally generated during cellular activity, becomes compromised. These waste materials accumulate, contributing to inflammation and further impairing tissue function. Furthermore, the delicate network of nerves in your legs, which relies heavily on a robust blood supply for nourishment, suffers from this deprivation, accelerating nerve damage and leading to symptoms such as numbness, tingling, and a heightened risk of peripheral neuropathy. But what truly instills a sense of urgency and concern is a less visible, yet highly dangerous, phenomenon: the proliferation of microclots. These minuscule blood clots begin to form silently within the newly narrowed, stiffened vessels. They are imperceptible. You cannot see them, nor can you feel their insidious development. Yet they are present, quietly multiplying day after day, posing a severe threat to overall cardiovascular health and increasing the risk of more serious vascular events. The conventional medical approach, while offering some palliative relief, typically focuses on managing these symptoms. You might be advised to take aspirin to increase physical activity or to elevate your legs. While these recommendations possess some merit in alleviating discomfort, they fundamentally fail to address the underlying systemic issue: your body's collapsing production of nitric oxide. This isn't an inevitable consequence of aging, it's a physiological deficit that, crucially, is reversible. However, a foundational understanding of the science is paramount before we can delve into the specific beverages that hold the key to this reversal. The paradigm shift in understanding circulatory health hinges on one transformative principle: specific dietary interventions can compel your body to restore its natural nitric oxide production. This isn't achieved through some enigmatic or mystical process, but rather through well-established, fundamental biochemical pathways that have been rigorously substantiated in over 3,000 clinical studies globally. Certain compounds inherent in particular drinks serve as direct precursors, which your body efficiently converts into nitric oxide. When this vital molecule begins to surge through your system once more, the effect is remarkably swift and profound. Your arteries, previously constricted and rigid, begin to relax and expand within minutes. This physiological response is termed vasodilation, a sophisticated term describing the transformation of your blood vessels from tight, obstructed alleyways into wide, freely flowing superhighways. As this vasodilation occurs, the immediate impact on blood flow to your lower extremities is nothing short of extraordinary. Blood flow to your legs can surge by an impressive 40 to 60% within a single day. The sensation is almost immediate. The pervasive heaviness that often afflicts the legs lifts, persistent cramping subsides, and a comforting warmth spreads through your feet. Beyond these immediate symptomatic improvements, the true and lasting healing process commences over the ensuing weeks. Your body begins to regenerate, forming new capillaries, tiny blood vessels that further enhance microcirculation. Nerve function, previously compromised, steadily improves, and perhaps most importantly for seniors, your risk of falls plummets dramatically, restoring confidence and independence. However, a critical distinction must be made. Not all purported circulation drinks are created equal. The market is saturated with options, some of which are frankly disingenuous scams designed to capitalize on health concerns without offering genuine benefit. Others may offer some efficacy, but are accompanied by undesirable, even dangerous side effects. Yet, amidst this crowded landscape, a select few emerge as absolute game changers, delivering profound vascular benefits at a cost of mere pennies per serving. Recognizing the urgent need for clarity and evidence-based recommendations, I embarked on an intensive 6-month journey of meticulous research. This involved an exhaustive review of scientific literature, consultations with leading vascular surgeons, and personal testing of various drinks to ascertain their real-world efficacy. The culmination of this comprehensive effort is the definitive ranking of all 10 drinks presented to you now, starting with those that offer minimal impact and progressing towards the truly transformative solutions. Drink number 10. Regular water. Let's begin with the most fundamental and seemingly obvious choice: plain, unadulterated water. There is no debate that adequate hydration is a cornerstone of overall health. Dehydration, without question, contributes to thicker blood, which in turn impedes its smooth flow through the circulatory system. However, a significant truth, often conveniently overlooked, is that water alone offers negligible improvements for chronic circulation issues in individuals over 60. A notable study published in the esteemed Journal of Applied Physiology investigated the impact of hydration on blood flow in older adults. The findings revealed a modest improvement of only 8% in blood flow with increased water intake. While 8% might sound like something, it pales in comparison to the scale of the problem when one is grappling with a 70% reduction in nitric oxide production. The core limitation is simple yet profound. Water does not intrinsically contain any nitrate compounds, nor does it possess the specific biochemical triggers required to induce vasodilation. Its role is primarily one of maintenance, ensuring baseline physiological function. Think of water as the oil for your car. It prevents catastrophic engine failure, but won't magically upgrade your engine's performance. You absolutely need water. Aim for 8 glasses a day, but harbor no illusions that it will singularly resolve deeply entrenched circulation problems. It serves as an essential foundation, an indispensable prerequisite for health, but it is not the ultimate solution for vascular repair, given its fundamental necessity but profound insufficiency for active circulation enhancement. Regular water receives a score of 2 out of 10. It is necessary, but critically insufficient. Drink number 9, green. Green tea consistently garners immense hype within health circles, and for good reason. It is rich in beneficial compounds. Specifically, it contains powerful antioxidants called catechins, which have been scientifically demonstrated to improve general vascular function. However, when the focus narrows to improving leg circulation specifically for those over 60, its effects are notably modest. Research indicates that green tea can increase flow-mediated dilation, a measure of arterial health, by approximately 12%. This is certainly an improvement over plain water, suggesting some tangible benefit, but it remains decidedly underwhelming for reversing significant circulatory decline. The primary drawback lies in its mechanism and timing. The vascular benefits derived from green tea's catechins accrue slowly, fostering improved endothelial function over a period of months rather than hours. This means that consistent, long-term consumption is absolutely essential. Furthermore, there's a practical timing challenge. The benefits are contingent on unwavering daily intake over 8 to 12 weeks. Any significant interruption, missing a few days, can lead to a rapid erosion of the accumulated advantages. An additional point of caution is its caffeine content. While generally mild, caffeine can induce vasoconstriction in some sensitive individuals, which directly counteracts the desired vasodilatory effect, negating its potential benefits. To be clear, green tea offers a wealth of other health advantages. It's an excellent source of antioxidants, can boost metabolism, and supports brain health. However, for the specific and urgent objective of rapidly enhancing leg circulation after the age of 60, it simply doesn't move the needle with sufficient speed or efficacy. One final, often overlooked detail regarding green tea preparation. Many people inadvertently destroy a significant portion of its beneficial catechins by using boiling water. The optimal temperature for steeping green tea to preserve its delicate compounds is around 170 or 70 maximum. Considering its modest benefits and slow-acting nature for our specific goal, green tea earns a score of 3 out of 10. It offers modest benefits and slow results. Drink number 8, tart cherry juice. Now we begin to observe more tangible progress in our quest for improved circulation. Tart cherry juice introduces a new class of beneficial compounds, anthocyanins. These powerful plant pigments are responsible for the vibrant red hue of cherries and have been shown to effectively reduce arterial stiffness, a common characteristic of aging blood vessels. A study meticulously documented in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reported that regular consumption of tart cherry juice resulted in an 18% improvement in blood blood flow after a 12-week period. This is a respectable improvement, demonstrating its capacity to facilitate vascular relaxation by mitigating inflammation within the arterial walls. The anthocyanins essentially calm the internal environment of the blood vessels, allowing them to expand more freely. However, a significant drawback emerges when considering tart cherry juice, its sugar content. A single cup of many commercially available tart cherry juices can contain upwards of 30 grams of sugar. This substantial sugar load can trigger an insulin spike, which paradoxically can impair circulation in the short term, especially for individuals already contending with insulin resistance or compromised metabolic health. Thus, while offering one step forward in terms of anti-inflammatory benefits, the sugar content can unfortunately lead to 2 steps back in overall circulatory health. Moreover, quality tart cherry juice can be quite expensive, often retailing for around $8 per bottle. Daily consumption quickly accumulates, translating to an expenditure of approximately $50 per month, which can be prohibitive for many. The ultimate assessment of tart cherry juice is that it does work, demonstrating a clear positive effect, but its benefits unfold slowly, and the high sugar content renders it a risky choice, particularly for the vast majority of individuals over 60 who are either diabetic, pre-diabetic, or metabolically sensitive. Should you choose to incorporate it, it is strongly advised to dilute it significantly. A ratio of 1 part juice to 3 parts water is recommended, and consume it strictly in the morning to minimize the impact on blood sugar levels throughout the day. Tart cherry juice scores 4 out of 10. It works, but comes with significant drawbacks. Drink number 7, pomegranate juice. Elevating our discussion, pomegranate juice presents itself as a more potent contender than its cherry counterpart. It is exceptionally rich in unique antioxidants known as punicalagins. These remarkable compounds don't just act as general antioxidants. They play a crucial role in protecting the nitric oxide your body already produces from premature degradation by destructive free radicals. The research supporting pomegranate juice's circulatory benefits is compelling. Studies have revealed that regular consumption can increase blood flow by an impressive 22% in older adults after just 4 weeks. Beyond immediate blood flow enhancement, one long-term study demonstrated a significant reduction in arterial plaque by 30% over a year, highlighting its potential for profound vascular remodeling. The ingenious mechanism of pomegranate juice lies not solely in stimulating new nitric oxide production, but in its ability to safeguard and prolong the life of existing nitric oxide. By neutralizing free radicals, it essentially creates a more hospitable environment for nitric oxide to perform its vasodilatory function unhindered. Despite these impressive benefits, the recurring challenge of sugar rears its head once more. Pomegranate juice often contains an even higher sugar content than tart cherry juice, typically around 32 grams per cup. This makes it an even greater concern for those managing blood sugar levels. Furthermore, the cost factor remains substantial, with quality, pure pomegranate juice often fetching $12 to $15 per bottle, making daily use an obscenely expensive habit. From my perspective, pomegranate juice is undoubtedly effective, offering considerable vascular benefits, but its prohibitive cost and high sugar content render it less accessible and less advisable than superior, more affordable, and less metabolically disruptive options further up this list. If you do opt for pomegranate juice, it is absolutely essential to seek out pure varieties with no added sugars and, similar to tart cherry juice, dilute it heavily to mitigate its glycemic impact. Pomegranate juice earns a score of 5 out of 10. It is effective, but expensive and sugary. Drink number 6, cocoa drink. Transitioning into the higher echelons of our ranking, we encounter the cocoa drink, specifically those prepared from authentic, unsweetened cocoa powder. This isn't merely a decadent treat, it is a legitimate and powerful circulation booster. The secret lies in its rich concentration of flavonols, a class of antioxidants that have been shown to significantly enhance nitric oxide production. production. A comprehensive meta-analysis, consolidating the findings of 42 individual studies, demonstrated that cocoa consumption improved blood flow by an average of 24%. What sets cocoa apart and places it squarely in the realm of rapid-acting solutions is the speed of its effect. The vasodilatory benefits can commence within a mere 2 hours of consumption. You truly feel the difference, a comforting warmth spreading through your legs, and a noticeable improvement in the bothersome tingling sensations. The effects are not placebo, they are tangible and measurable physiological responses. However, it is crucial to emphasize that not all cocoa-based products are beneficial. We are not referring to highly processed, sugar-laden hot chocolate packets, which would negate any positive effects. The therapeutic benefits come from pure, unsweetened cocoa powder, ideally mixed with hot water or a dairy-free milk alternative. To achieve the optimal therapeutic dose, aim for 20 to 30 grams of cocoa powder daily. This typically provides 500 to 700 milligrams of flavanols, which falls within the clinically established range for cardiovascular benefits. The primary drawback of pure, unsweetened cocoa is its inherent bitterness. Without any sweetener, its taste can be quite challenging for many palates. And, as with the juices, the addition of conventional sugar or honey would reintroduce the very metabolic issues we are striving to avoid. The ideal solution for enhancing palatability without compromising health benefits is to incorporate a small amount of zero-calorie natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. This approach allows you to enjoy the rich, satisfying flavor while reaping the profound circulation benefits without any negative impact on blood sugar. Cocoa drink, when prepared correctly, scores 6 out of 10. It is highly effective if prepared correctly. Drink number 5, watermelon juice. We now officially enter the top tier of circulation-boosting beverages. Watermelon juice is an undisputed powerhouse when it comes to nitric oxide production, and its efficacy stems from a specific, abundant amino acid, L-citrulline. Watermelon is uniquely rich in L-citrulline, boasting higher concentrations than almost any other food source. Upon ingestion, your body efficiently converts L-citrulline directly into nitric oxide, making watermelon juice an incredibly direct and potent vasodilator. A generous 16-ounce glass can provide approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, a substantial dose. Scientific investigations have shown that regular consumption of watermelon juice can improve arterial function by an impressive 28% after a 6-week regimen. Beyond enhancing blood flow, it has also been linked to significant reductions in blood pressure and a decrease in arterial stiffness, both critical indicators of cardiovascular health. The specific impact on leg circulation is particularly noteworthy. Many individuals report feeling a pleasant warmth returning to their feet within as little as 3 hours of consuming watermelon juice. The chronic, heavy, achy sensation in the legs often diminishes noticeably within a single week of consistent intake. Unlike the other fruit juices reviewed thus far, watermelon possesses a distinct advantage: a comparatively lower glycemic load. While it does contain natural sugars, these are naturally buffered by its exceptionally high water content and the presence of some dietary fiber, which helps to slow sugar absorption and mitigate drastic blood sugar spikes. The primary challenge with watermelon juice lies in its availability. Obtaining fresh watermelon juice consistently throughout the year can be difficult, as watermelons are predominantly a seasonal fruit. Unless you are committed to purchasing and juicing whole watermelons year-round, which can be both expensive and inconvenient, its regular consumption might be impractical. However, when readily available, fresh watermelon juice undoubtedly stands as a top 5 circulation drink. It earns a score of 7 out of 10. It offers excellent results, but has limited availability. Drink number 4, hibiscus tea. Here is a truly unsung hero in the realm of circulatory health, a potent elixir that consistently flies under the radar: hibiscus tea. This vibrant ruby red infusion is criminally underrated for its profound benefits. Hibiscus tea is brimming with organic acids and anthocyanins, the same beneficial compounds found in tart cherries, but in a more bioavailable and concentrated form, acting synergistically to lower blood pressure and markedly improve overall blood flow. However, the true magic of hibiscus lies in its direct and beneficial influence on endothelial function. The endothelium, as previously mentioned, is the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, and its health is absolutely paramount for efficient circulation. When this lining is compromised or inflamed, the entire circulatory system suffers. A compelling 6-week study demonstrated that daily consumption of hibiscus tea led to an average reduction of 11 points in systolic blood pressure and an astonishing 31% improvement in blood flow. A 31% increase is not merely significant, it's transformative. Furthermore, the speed of its action is remarkable, with many individuals reporting noticeable improvements within just 10 days, experiencing a cessation of muscle cramping and a fading of persistent numbness. Beyond its efficacy, hibiscus tea is also incredibly affordable, typically costing around $3 for a box of tea bags that can last an entire month. Preparing it is straightforward. Simply steep 2 hibiscus tea bags in hot water for approximately 10 minutes, and consume this invigorating brew twice daily, once in the morning and again in the evening. The taste is distinctly tart, often described as cranberry-like. Should you prefer a sweeter profile, a tiny amount of stevia or monk fruit can be added without compromising its health benefits. The only significant caveat to consider is hibiscus tea's potent blood pressure lowering capabilities. If you are currently prescribed blood pressure medication, it is absolutely imperative to consult with your doctor before incorporating hibiscus tea into your daily regimen, as it could potentially lead to an excessive drop in blood pressure. Despite this precaution, hibiscus tea is a powerhouse of vascular health. It scores 8 out of 10. It is powerful, affordable, and fast-acting. Drink number 3, celery juice. Celery juice experienced a meteoric rise in popularity a few years ago, often accompanied by extravagant and unsubstantiated claims regarding its panacea-like qualities. However, amidst the hype, one particular benefit stands out as unequivocally legitimate and scientifically sound: its profound impact on circulation. Celery is exceptionally rich in natural nitrates, which your body ingeniously converts into nitric oxide through a sophisticated biochemical pathway. This conversion process uniquely begins right in your mouth, where beneficial bacteria residing on your tongue initiate the transformation of dietary nitrates into nitrites. These nitrites then journey to your stomach, where the acidic environment converts them further into the highly potent nitric oxide. A single 16-ounce glass of fresh celery juice delivers a substantial dose of approximately 250 milligrams of nitrates. This concentration is sufficient to trigger a significant increase in blood flow, typically ranging from 35 to 40%, often within a remarkable 3-hour window. Athletes have long leveraged the nitrate-rich properties of celery juice to enhance their performance and improve oxygen delivery to muscles. Its efficacy is equally profound for older adults striving to restore and preserve their leg circulation. Rigorous research consistently supports these claims. A study published in the prestigious journal Hypertension, for instance, concluded that dietary nitrates derived from whole vegetables, such as celery, improved circulation more effectively than synthetic nitrate supplements. For optimal results, fresh celery juice is paramount. This necessitates the use of a juicer. Typically, 4 to 5 large celery stalks are required to produce 1 glass of juice. It is best consumed on an empty stomach first thing in the morning to maximize absorption and ensure the nitrate to nitrite conversion process is unhindered. The taste of celery juice is undeniably polarizing. It's often described as salty, earthy, and intensely green. While not universally pleasant, those truly committed to rectifying their circulatory issues often find the benefits far outweigh the temporary taste challenge. Celery juice earns a strong score of 8.5 out of 10. It is extremely effective, though it has a peculiar taste and requires specialized equipment. Drink number 2, arugula smoothie. ascending further towards the pinnacle of our circulatory health ranking, we arrive at a truly exceptional contender, the arugula smoothie. Arugula, a peppery, leafy green, holds the distinction of being the absolute highest natural source of dietary nitrates on the planet. Pound for pound, its nitrate content dwarfs that of virtually every other vegetable. A mere 2 cups of fresh arugula can supply an astounding approximately 480 milligrams of nitrates, an exceptionally potent dose. When this nitrate-rich powerhouse is blended into a smoothie, particularly with the addition of fruits to temper its distinct peppery notes, you are creating nothing less than a circulation supercharger. Scientific studies investigating nitrate-rich leafy greens have consistently demonstrated their remarkable ability to improve blood flow by an average of 42% after just 2 weeks of consistent daily consumption. A 42% improvement is a truly significant and life-altering enhancement. Here's a simple yet incredibly effective recipe to harness its power. Combine 2 cups of fresh arugula, 1 cup of nutrient-dense blueberries, half a ripe banana for natural sweetness and texture, and 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Blend these ingredients until the mixture is perfectly smooth. It is crucial to consume this smoothie immediately after preparation, as dietary nitrates are known to degrade relatively quickly once exposed to air and light after blending. The impact of the arugula smoothie on leg circulation is often dramatic and rapid. Within a single week, individuals frequently report a significant reduction in persistent cramping, a welcoming return of warmth to their feet, and a noticeable improvement in walking endurance. Extending consumption to a month can lead to visibly discernible improvements in the skin color and texture of the legs, reflecting enhanced capillary function and overall vascular health. The only factor preventing this extraordinary beverage from claiming the #1 spot is its practical implementation. Not everyone has the inclination or the lifestyle to commit to preparing and drinking a fresh green smoothie every single day. It requires consistent effort, a dedicated daily preparation routine, and a regular supply of fresh arugula. However, for those who are willing to embrace this commitment, the arugula smoothie offers circulatory benefits that frequently surpass those of many prescription medications specifically designed for circulation issues. It scores an impressive 9 out of 10. It is extremely powerful, but requires a daily commitment. Drink number 1, beetroot juice. And now, we unveil the undisputed monarch, the absolute king of circulation-enhancing beverages, beetroot juice. Beets inherently contain the highest concentration of dietary nitrates available in a readily drinkable form, making them exceptionally efficient for improving vascular health. A single 8-ounce glass of pure beetroot juice delivers approximately 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates, a precise amount that can vary slightly depending on the specific beet variety and growing conditions. Your body possesses an uncanny ability to convert these nitrates into nitric oxide with ruthless and remarkable efficiency. The physiological response is nothing short of extraordinary. Blood flow can increase by an impressive 30 to 50% within a mere 2 to 3 hours of consumption. This rapid and potent effect has been unequivocally substantiated through numerous rigorous scientific investigations, utilizing advanced measurements such as flow-mediated dilation tests, precise blood pressure, assessments, and objective evaluations of arterial stiffness. However, what truly elevates beetroot juice to a league of its own, distinguishing it from other beneficial drinks, is its unique combination of speed and sustained efficacy. Unlike some solutions that offer a transient boost, beetroot juice engenders lasting and profound improvements in overall vascular function. A landmark study published in the esteemed Journal of Applied Physiology provided compelling evidence of beetroot juice's transformative power. This research demonstrated that older adults who incorporated beetroot juice into their daily regimen for a consistent period of 15 days exhibited astonishing improvements across multiple circulatory parameters, a remarkable 45% improvement in leg blood flow, a significant 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, and a substantial 22% increase in walking endurance. Furthermore, participants experienced a notable reduction in claudication pain, the painful cramping in the legs often associated with poor circulation. The anecdotal reports mirror the scientific findings. Many individuals describe feeling a comforting warmth returning to their legs within just hours of their first dose. Persistent cramping often subsides within days, and within 2 short weeks, the cumulative difference is frequently described as nothing less than life-changing. To harness the full therapeutic potential of beetroot juice, proper implementation is critical. Consume 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. This empty stomach protocol is paramount for ensuring maximal absorption of the nitrates and optimizing their conversion to nitric oxide. When purchasing, always opt for the purest form available, ensuring there are no added ingredients, just pressed beets and nothing else. Fortunately, pure beetroot juice has become increasingly accessible and can now be found in most well-stocked grocery stores, typically retailing for around $6 to $8 per bottle. For those with a juicer, making your own is a viable and often more cost-effective option. Approximately 4 medium-sized beets will yield about 8 ounces of juice. The taste of beetroot juice is distinctive, earthy with a subtle sweetness. While some develop an affinity for it, others learn to tolerate it, motivated by the dramatic and tangible health improvements it delivers. A few important warnings accompany this powerful elixir. Firstly, a harmless yet often surprising side effect is beeturia, where your urine may turn a pink or reddish hue. This is completely benign and occurs in about 10 to 15% of people. Do not be alarmed. Secondly, beets contain oxalates. If you have a personal or family history of kidney stones, which are often oxalate related, it is absolutely essential to consult your doctor before making beetroot juice a regular part of your diet. However, for the vast majority of individuals over 60 who are struggling with compromised leg circulation, beetroot juice stands unparalleled as the single most effective and readily accessible drink you can consume. It scores a perfect 10 out of 10. It offers maximum effectiveness, proven results, and is remarkably affordable. Implementing your circulation enhancement plan. Now that we've identified the most potent tools for improving your leg circulation, let's discuss a practical and highly effective strategy for integrating them into your daily life. Your foundational step should be the consistent morning ritual of beetroot juice. Every single morning, consume 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice on an empty stomach. This is non-negotiable and forms the bedrock of your circulatory rehabilitation. To further accelerate and amplify these remarkable results, consider adding a secondary powerhouse beverage in the afternoon. You have excellent options here, either hibiscus tea or celery juice. There is no need to consume both. Select the one that best suits your taste preferences and practical considerations, and commit to its consistent daily intake. For those seeking the absolute maximum impact, aiming for comprehensive vascular regeneration, strategically rotate in the arugula smoothie 3 to 4 times per week. This layering approach ensures a constant supply of potent nitric oxide precursors and vascular protective compounds. The timeline for experiencing transformative changes is remarkably rapid. Within a mere 3 days of initiating this regimen, you will very likely begin to feel a distinct warmth returning to your legs. Within a week, the persistent and often debilitating cramping that has plagued your lower extremities should noticeably diminish. Extending your commitment to 2 weeks will bring about profound improvements in your overall walking ability and a significant reduction in your fall risk, empowering you with greater confidence and independence. And within a single month, your circulation will have improved to such a dramatic extent that your doctor, at your next checkup, will be genuinely astonished by your progress, likely questioning what profound lifestyle changes you've implemented. However, it is absolutely crucial to understand that consistency is the linchpin of this entire process. You cannot expect permanent, lasting results by consuming beetroot juice for only 3 days and then discontinuing the habit. This is a daily commitment, fundamental habit that should become as ingrained in your routine as brushing your teeth or taking your prescribed medications. The profound difference here is that this regimen not only works, but delivers its benefits at an incredibly affordable cost, typically around $30 a month. Compare this modest investment to the exorbitant costs of many prescription medications that often run into hundreds of dollars monthly, frequently accompanied by an extensive list of undesirable side effects that can be longer than your arm. To ensure you maximize the benefits and avoid common pitfalls, be mindful of these critical errors. First and foremost, do not mix these powerful circulatory drinks with food immediately. Their efficacy hinges on being consumed on an empty stomach to facilitate maximum absorption of their active nitrate compounds. Allow at least 30 minutes to pass before consuming any food. Second, a seemingly innocuous habit can derail your progress. Avoid using mouthwash immediately after consuming nitrate-rich beverages. Mouthwash, by design, kills the beneficial oral bacteria that are essential for initiating the crucial conversion of dietary nitrates into nitrites. By using mouthwash, you are effectively destroying the very first critical step in the nitric oxide production pathway, thereby negating the benefits of your drink. Third, manage your expectations realistically. Do not anticipate overnight miracles for conditions that have developed over years. While you will undoubtedly feel some improvements rapidly, full vascular healing and regeneration is a complex biological process that naturally takes several weeks to fully manifest. Fourth, it is absolutely imperative that you do not discontinue any prescribed medications without prior consultation and explicit guidance from your healthcare provider. These drinks are incredibly effective in supporting and enhancing circulation, but they are not a substitute for professional medical supervision, especially when making significant changes to your existing treatment plan. Finally, and this cannot be stressed enough, always prioritize pure, unprocessed versions of these drinks. Avoid the siren call of processed, sugar-laden versions that are often marketed deceptively. Become a diligent label reader. Meticulously scrutinize ingredient lists to ensure there are no added sugars, unnecessary preservatives, or artificial ingredients that could undermine the very health benefits you are seeking. At its core, this entire discussion boils down to a fundamental principle. Your body possesses an innate capacity and an unwavering desire to heal itself. Your intricate network of blood vessels inherently strives to function with optimal efficiency. However, to achieve this, they require the correct raw materials, the precise biochemical building blocks. For far too long, prevailing narratives have perpetuated the erroneous belief that the decline of circulation is an inevitable, unalterable consequence of the aging process. This is not merely a misconception, it is a profound falsehood. Circulation decline is, in fact, both preventable and crucially reversible. But this reversal is contingent upon providing your body with exactly what it needs. These natural drinks offer highly concentrated doses of the exact compounds that your vascular system requires to reactivate and sustain robust nitric oxide production. You are not engaged in an unwinnable battle against the relentless march of time and aging itself. Instead, you are systematically correcting a significant nutritional deficiency, a deficiency that has been inadvertently created and exacerbated by the pervasive modern Western diet. Consider the diets of your great-grandparents. Their tables were routinely laden with nutrient-dense foods like beets, an abundance of leafy greens, and a wide array of other vegetables naturally bursting with dietary nitrates. In stark contrast, our contemporary diets are often dominated by highly processed foods, which have been systematically stripped of these essential compounds. We then express surprise and frustration when our circulatory systems begin to falter and collapse after the age of 60. The unequivocal truth is this: your body is not broken. Your diet, however, is likely fundamentally flawed. rectify the diet, and you will, in turn, rectify your circulation. Herein lies my unequivocal challenge to you. Commit. Commit to the daily ritual of drinking pure beetroot juice every single morning for a focused period of 30 days, just 1 month. During this transformative period, pay meticulous attention to your body's responses. Actively observe the comforting warmth that steadily returns to your legs, a sensation you may have long forgotten. Consciously note the gradual disappearance of persistent cramping and aching. Witness with your own senses the palpable improvement in your walking endurance and overall mobility as a powerful visual testament to your progress. Take a photograph of your legs today. Then, exactly 30 days from now, take another photograph. You will almost certainly observe visible differences in your skin color and texture, as well as a reduction in any swelling. Clear indicators of revitalized blood flow. This approach is not based on wishful thinking. It is grounded in bulletproof science. The results are not theoretical. They are real, tangible, and life-changing. But the critical element, the final piece of this puzzle, is your willingness to actually implement it. Your circulation, once compromised, will not spontaneously correct itself. These meticulously researched drinks, particularly beetroot juice, are not merely suggestions. They are your potent solution. Begin this transformative journey tomorrow morning. 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice consumed on an empty stomach for 30 consecutive days. Your legs will undeniably thank you for this renewed vitality. Your restored mobility will profoundly enhance your daily life, and your reclaimed independence, the ability to move freely and confidently, will be an invaluable gift. Let us embark on this crucial journey to fix this, starting now.